Okay, this is M6YRU. I've been asked to program some frequencies into some digital radios, and as luck has it, I've got my camera, I've got the computer ready. I thought, blow it, I'll do a video. This isn't amateur related. These are company details. Obviously I'm not going to tell you what the company is or where they're located, but the principle is the same. They've got, I don't know if you can see, handwritten there, 6 talk groups, obviously using 2 slots. They've got office, delivery, 2 transport, a manager and all call transport. So basically the transport and the all call transport is on slot 2, which leaves the office and the delivery and the managers to be contacted on slot 1. I will be using the CF700 software to demonstrate this, and yeah, if all goes to well, the video should come out quite well. Right, so this is just loaded up as basic, not even had to read the radio. So basic information is what you see there. It's time, the date, the frequency. I mean, it hasn't even got a serial number because it hasn't been read yet. Right, radio name. Right, the first one is Kilo 312. Radio ID, oh my god, here we go. 1 0 0 0 1 1 1. Is that right? There we have it. Okay, and where's the old? Okay, so I've made sure that we've got the tones working. Talk permits on digital and analog, even though there's no going to be analog, but yes. And channel 3 tone. That's pretty much everything that we need on here to start with. Next we go to digital contact. It's easier to set that up first. Right, first contact. They use some very odd numbers. Office, might as well put it in capitals. Office, group call, call ID. 0 0. Call receive tone. Yes. 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 0. Or a headache. Right, add another one. Delivery. Here we go again. 1 0 0 1 0 1 1 1. Seems to be a pattern there. Just noticed it. Transport. Get off your deaf bugger. Transport. Right. Guess what this is? 1 0 0 1 1 0 0 1. Set that to yes. And B transport 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 0. Yes. Manager 1 0 0 1 1 0 1 1. 0, 0. Yes. Now that was one of the hard parts over and done with. Right, channel information. Channel 1. Set that to digital. Channel name. Office. Right. Receive frequency is 456.9250. And holds transmits is 462.425. And set the things there for high. Timer of 300 seconds. Power on high, and right, transmit contact name there. Want for this is the office. We don't need a group receive list yet. And slot 1, color code 1, which is correct. And we can now copy that. Let's add. It's easier to remove some channels than it is to paste. Jump 2. As I've copied it and basically pasted it, it's automatically put the frequencies and everything in ready. I just need just a few little things changing. Delivery, contact name, Dell, shortened it down, might as well, it's easier. And you see all these already set up, so much easier to do now. Right, transport, now this is where it gets interesting. I forgot to paste. There we go, let's fill that. Transport A and repeater slot 2. Next one. Repeater slot 2. Now, did I forget to change that? I think I did. Yeah, see, contact name transport A, contact name transport B. And this way, transport B can't talk to A, and A can't talk to B. And it's easier to stop people getting confused on various different things. And this is for when they can contact a manager in charge. Once slot 1. And oh nuts! I've only got a. Oh, what am I like? Right, let's go back and change that again. It never updated to the next channel. So B N B O R T Peter slot 2. Right, now let's see if it'll update. There we go. Next channel. GER. I thought it was a bit strange that the repeater slot had swapped over as well, but strange things does happen. Right, this one was all cool. To paste it. Right. Now you see where we got the bits and bobs there. We don't necessarily need that just yet. The one important thing that we need to do now is set up a receive list as well for how can I put it, the transport A digital receivers group there, group list. Right. Oh, door. Typical. There we are. Right. God, it's cold out there. What was I doing? Oh yes. Right. Transport or call. What we want is the two transports and take out the office. So now when we go back to the transports, we can group receive that one on both. So when we go transport or call, if someone then transmits on that, it will then be received on both this one and that one. Why is that one changed to manager? How annoying. Right, there we go. Transport or call, slot 2. Excellent. And let's put that in there as well. So what happens is someone transmits on all call, both A and B transport will receive the message, and if the person is on all call, anyone from A and B will be able to talk back to all call. But obviously A and B won't be able to talk to each other unless they move to all call as well. And that's pretty much how you do it. Where are we going? Zone information. Right, now this is the next important part. We've programmed up everything and it's absolutely worthless. Seriously. Until you set up your zone, that is basically what people will see as their channel. I'm going to call it channel as I don't want to put out the company's ID. And office delivery, then we want manager, transport all call. So what happens when you turn your dial, your first channel will be the office, next one delivery, blah blah blah, so on and so forth. Now that's added. When you program the radio, that's what will happen when you turn it on. It'll go to that zone, which I've called a channel, and you will have these channels set up. Buttons. A lot of the time you don't need to modify buttons for a business. As an amateur, you do. You want to control, if you're on high power, low power. You want to turn the squelch on and off if you're on analog. Anyway, this has got the equivalent to 6 buttons. Lovely. Basically it's 3 buttons and you've got short presses and long presses. You've got so many different little options. You've got your tones to turn on and off, which a lot of people don't like the tones. I love the tones. Actually, there's not enough of them. It'd be nice if you had a tone when it received, like the Sephoras, the Smokos, the Motorola. Yeah, so as soon as someone transmits, it goes beep or it makes a noise, and then you can put your attention to what's being said on the radio. But no, it doesn't work like that. High and low power, monitor. Nuisance delete, you don't really have to pay attention to that. The one touch access, you really don't need to pay attention to that. Repeater talk around, again, that's more of a business thing. You can use that, but you can cause interference as well. Scanning on and off, as an amateur you would potentially want that. That scans the frequencies of the different channels that you set up. I'll show you how to set that up in a second. And squelch, if you want it sensitive or not. Privacy on and off, that is if you're running like an encryption or an algorithm. Vox, lone worker, and that's pretty much everything that this thing will do. All the buttons are the same, it's just that which one do you want it to do it at. The one touch access is basically just sending a text message if you just don't want to do anything. So basically, if the radios are able to receive and display a message, somebody, like if they receive a call from the manager saying can you come to the office for whatever reason, you could just push one button and that could then send a digital text to the radio saying acknowledged or confirmed or whichever. That way it doesn't have to reach to the microphone, doesn't have to be distracted, Let's say if you're a bus company, you could push one button to say you're running late, and it'll come up and they'll see that you're running late. So yeah, right. Digital emergency system on here, you don't need to do. Privacy settings, right, this is where you set up the key for where you're going to like encrypt things. Don't need to do that on amateur at all. Technically it's actually against your licensing conditions. As a businesses, some businesses do that. Yeah, it just depends if you've got anything worth hiding. Right, scan list. If, as I know, you want to scan, you go to scan list and you rename it to what you want. You add the channels that you want to scan, and you can change your bits and pieces down there to suit your needs. But in your channel information back here, you will need to set it, see where it says scan list there, to what you want to actually scan. Otherwise it won't scan it. The problem with scan is if you're on a hand portable, it really kills the battery quick. If you're mobile, it's not too bad because you're running off your car battery. So yeah, I don't bother with that for a business, as you know, all you want is communicate on the channel that you want, and that's all you need. DTMS signalling down there, you really don't need that. That's more of an analog thing. It's generally being phased out with the repeaters and things needing that as people are moving on to digital. Right, going back to the privacy, once you set up your key, you can go there and there'll be a list of your keys just down there, and that'll just set up the thing to give you basic encryption. Well, is it really encryption? I mean, yeah, pathetic at that. So yeah, programming radio, job done. So I hope that's been informative. I've gone through as much as I could, and that's it, I think. So if you want to program half a dozen other radios with exactly the same thing, you then go back to general settings, you change the radio name, you change radio ID, and you just hit program again, and you just keep programming all the radios that you need until you're done. So I'll catch you whenever. Hope you like the video. Share the video if you find it useful. There's always somebody out there that will need the information. Bye for now.